What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Earlier today, Nancy Pelosi was re-elected as Speaker of the House. It was by a very slim margin, but she did win. This means we will see another 2 years of Nancy Pelosi leading the House of Representatives. After that, all indications are she's going to just retire. The $600 stimulus checks are still being sent out. This is what we are hearing. We have heard from many banks saying that the funds should be available tomorrow. Many banks are currently holding the funds until January 4th. That is tomorrow. So, I just want to reiterate, hopefully a lot of you start to see your $600 stimulus checks tomorrow and you can begin to spend that money. If you do not see your stimulus check tomorrow on January 4th, what is currently being said is wait until January 6th. If you still do not see the funds by January 6th, your bank has not released them, here's what you need to do. You need to either call the IRS or you need to go to the irs.gov website. There's going to be one of the links at the very top of the website. It says Get My Payment. You'll click on the Get My Payment portal and it should be open by Wednesday. That's currently what we're hearing. Also, the 117th Congress began today, and tomorrow we will see if any progress is made in regards to stimulus checks and other things. Many experts currently predict that Nancy Pelosi and the House will pass the $2,000 stimulus check bill. This is the Cash Act. This will most likely happen again sometime this week. Chances are it could happen tomorrow or Tuesday. They are saying this will most likely happen because Nancy Pelosi and Democrats want to put the pressure back on Mitch McConnell and Republicans. If they do this, Mitch McConnell, chances are, will not do a single thing until after January 5th, which is the Georgia Senate runoff election. If this is the case, and Nancy Pelosi and Democrats put pressure on Mitch McConnell, it could ultimately hurt Republicans' chances to win either one of those 2 seats down in Georgia. As for Mitch McConnell, don't expect much to get done until after January 5th. Right now, what we know, Mitch McConnell does not feel like even entertaining the idea of a $2,000 stimulus check. He didn't put the Cash Act on the floor, rightfully so. It would have passed. I think would have been great. But as far as Republicans and Mitch McConnell specifically, he was not going to put a bill on the floor when he knew, all indications pointed to that bill was going to pass. That bill would have received way more than 60 votes. That's all you need to pass a bill in the Senate. So, right now we have 2 more days until January 5th. January 6th, 7th, and 8th, we could see a lot of stuff happening in Congress, both in the House and in the Senate, depending on what happens down in Georgia. Right now, multiple polls have Democrats winning the 2 seats in Georgia. This ultimately flipped because just the other day, we were seeing, and all reports were indicating that 1 Republican would win, 1 Democrat would win. Well, the most recent reports show that as of December 23rd, this is when everything started to change. As of December 23rd, when President Trump demanded $2,000 stimulus checks, and Mitch McConnell and Republicans did absolutely nothing and stayed quiet for the time being, what they were saying is this ultimately caused many people in Georgia who were tired of seeing Mitch McConnell play these games with the American people's lives. They gave in and are deciding to vote Democrat. This is what we're hearing. Again, this is just the poll. Polls can be wrong quite a bit. They were wrong on November 3rd. So again, take it as it is. But this does give us some insight as to how people in Georgia, how Georgians are currently thinking, what their plan is. Are they going to vote for a Republican? Are they going to vote for a Democrat? Or are they just not going to vote? Right now, here's the big twist. President Trump is saying that, why should people vote when this is a rigged election? The system's rigged. Democrats have rigged this election. Well, this is what he's been saying for months. Well, what we're hearing now is some Republicans in Georgia do not feel the need to even vote when they know their vote isn't going to be counted, or their vote will be counted, but for the Democrat Party. That's what we're hearing, that Republicans do not want to vote and be an accomplice to this election fraud. Now, whether that's going to be the case, whether we see Democrats just outright win these 2 seats, or it's close, or Republicans at least win 1 seat. Again, I wish I could tell you, but we're still about 2 days away. Earlier today, I explained how many Republicans are worried, not only because they have a feeling they're going to lose both seats in Georgia, but because tomorrow President Trump is going to head down to Georgia along with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They're not going to go down together, obviously, but they will all be in Georgia. I believe Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be in Atlanta, and I think President Trump is going to be in Dayton. I think it's Dalton. I could get that wrong. Anyway, he's going to be in somewhere, I believe it starts with a D. And they're going to do their rallies down there. Now, Republicans are worried because, for one, they are worried that President Trump is going to say something and it's going to almost negatively impact the Republican voters down in Georgia. If this does, this could ultimately hurt them. However, they're also worried because by not passing the $2,000 stimulus checks tomorrow or on Tuesday, what we could see is the chances of the 2 Republicans winning their Senate seats almost go out the door if they do not pass something now. And this all comes down to how Mitch McConnell feels. If he doesn't want to pass this bill, he doesn't even want to put it on the floor, this is what's going to hurt their chances. This will hinder them by a lot. Also, by not passing this bill, it could mean an even larger stimulus package is going to come later, if and only if Democrats win both seats. If they do, we could see a $2,000 stimulus check amendment. We could see this bill not only pass through the House, but pass through the Senate sometime this coming week. We will most likely see larger unemployment benefits. This will be longer than 11 weeks, and it will most likely be for $600. We will see state and local government funding probably in the range of $300, $400, $500 billion. We will see more school aid. We will potentially see hazard pay come back. We will see student loan forgiveness, possibly around $10,000 per student per borrower. We will most likely see a possible recurring stimulus check. This is what I addressed earlier this morning. If you didn't get a chance to watch that video, click on the first link down in the description box below and go and check it out there. What I can tell you with absolute certainty right now is this month is going to be crucial for all stimulus. We will see, chances are, we will see an additional stimulus check, at least an amendment, whether it comes through the House or the House and the Senate. That's currently what's up for debate, and we will know that very soon. Also, will the call that President Trump had, and this is huge news, this was breaking news earlier this morning, Washington Post broke this, will the call that President Trump had where he demanded Georgia's secretary go and find more votes, more Republican votes, so that Republicans have a better chance of winning, or President Trump can actually win the state? Is this going to hurt the 2 Republicans' chances of winning at least 1 spot? Right now, some experts say this is going to hurt their chances. But this has happened so quickly. This happened just recently. So we haven't heard all the details here. We haven't seen the news really break across the world. And if Republicans win, will Mitch McConnell at least entertain the idea of a larger stimulus check to the American people? Some say he will not. Others say they're hopeful. These are all very important, and everything can change in just 2 days. What I can tell you right now is in 2 days, we will have our answers. And in 3 days, Mike Pence and Congress are tasked with certifying the Electoral College results. What we see happen on January 6th could be huge as well. I don't think this is going to be such a big impact as far as Congress. As far as the presidential election and who is ultimately going to be the president for the next 4 years, this is going to be big. But on January 5th, in 2 days, not 3, in 2 days, that's going to be the biggest thing for stimulus. What I want you to know is that no matter what happens over the next few days, we will still get a $600 stimulus check. The unemployed will continue to get $300 per week for 11 weeks. Small businesses can still get a PPP loan that can be forgiven. Schools will receive some funds in the near future, and that's going to help them open up again. Right now, many schools are still closed. States are getting some help with the vaccine distribution. It's not coming quick enough. It's not coming, it's not being very efficient, and it's not truly effective at this point. But All indications are states will be receiving these funds and they can start doling it out and hopefully getting their residents vaccinated. And airlines, this is a big one. Airlines, according to reports, should start recalling their furloughed workers back very soon. Again, all this is very good, but as we know, this could be better. A $2,000 stimulus check would put a smile on a lot of people's faces. I guarantee that. Additional unemployment benefits would put a smile on many people's faces. And doing something like a EIDL loan, where you get a free $1,000 check, that would make a lot of people happy. So, as we know more, I promise I'm going to share more. Just want to tell you that I will be scouring the internet to find the most up-to-date information so that I can report that to you. I want you guys to stay updated on everything that's going on. It takes me hours to put together individual videos. Hours. Okay? Seriously, hours. And I know you guys don't have that time, or you do not want to spend that time. It's sometimes frustrating. It's sometimes depressing. But at the same time, I want to keep you updated on everything that's going on. So consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's happening. And I'll see you guys on the next one.